Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. Throwing right away, it's May. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll wind up getting about 7 yards as he is forced out of bounds. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 2.
Brings up second and 2.
Off the bootleg. Here's May. That one out wide to Gibbs. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. And good work there to get the first down yardage, and maybe better fortune that they get the ball back, and Greg retained possession.
Nice job by the back there, Mike. He's able to get the first down, and I know that's where his mind was, but he can't forget to protect the ball, and that's the utmost importance. And fortunately for him, in this case, the ball ends up going out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On play action, here's May. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Eagles recover the football.
That's just got to be a really deflating way to start this game, Mike. I mean, you work on this opening script all week long with the expectation that you're going to start fast, and then you come out early, careless with the ball. They knock it loose and create the early takeaway.
On the move left. He keeps it himself. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him.
And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake.
This is an area of the offense, Mike, that's going to have to find its rhythm now as this game unfolds. They talked all week, come out early, get some completions, settle down this quarterback. Well, in return, he throws an early pick. It's too early to go away from the game plan. There's a lot of game left, but this passing game is going to have to get on track throughout the rest of this game. Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete. Just seems nowadays, Mike, there's so many running backs in the NFL that you can classify as being dual threats. Of course, we see them every week make their impact on the ground, but here in the first half, it's his ability in the passing game and do bulk of his damage as a receiving threat.
Forced out left. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. Give him 18 yards on that one and a first down. Still get a first down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Off the play fake, it's May. That's caught by Gibbs. To the pylon, he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1, What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. On play action, here's Jackson. This one deep downfield for Chase. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down. So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. Back to throw, Jackson. Headed left, buying time. He'll get rid of it and complete it. He's to midfield. Inside the 30. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 83 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jackson and the offense trying to get 2 more here.
The Eagles will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Picked off by Quinton Lake. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Panic setting in a little earlier, just the 1st quarter, but already they're going to try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Well, you have to imagine this kicking unit saw something in the return unit all week that led them to believe they had an advantage for an onside kick, but they don't. Now all of a sudden the other team takes the ball with great field position.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And I think the Eagles have it. Yes, they do.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Here's Jackson. Forced out wide. He's going to run it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Rams have it.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's taken in. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. They're going. It's May. That one caught by Smith. And he's going to have the Rams 1st down on a well-designed play to get 16 to keep the drive going. They'll run, and that is Jarquez Hunter. We'll get this right to the 20-yard line. Zach Vaughn, the All-Pro, makes the stop.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 20.
They'll go jet sweep and do it with Hill. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, L.A. The offense staying put. They will go for 2.
Rams will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Throwing is May. Moving left. The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2.
I don't mind the play call. The something you have to keep in mind, Mike, is when you decide to pass this close to the goal line, all of the space is the width of the field. There's not a lot of depth to the field. So that's why the timing, the anticipation, the accuracy of the quarterback, it all has to be on point. It wasn't on that last play, and that's why it ultimately failed.
Jackson now to throw on first down. And try to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Here's May to throw it on first down. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Rams out to the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Second quarter now, Rams in control of the football. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 3rd and a long way to go as we are ready to get back underway. That's taken in, and it's Jarquez Hunter. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They'll go. Here's May. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have a Rams first down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
16-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's May. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. May to the air once more. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. On 3rd and long, here's May. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down. May to throw again. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Jackson. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll be 2nd down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Try the jet sweep here. Let's see what they can get. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Micah Parsons. Quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal at the 3. Gibbs trying to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. May gonna look to throw. Oh, and this one's gonna wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's gonna lead to a 3rd down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium's counting on.
And he gets to the outside and takes it in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. To throw now. May. This one intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. Past midfield. He's inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to make it all the way to the end zone. How about a pick 2? 2 points going the other way. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. Here comes Will Shipley on the return. Whoa! And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Jackson. He's going to let it go. Deep for Chase. That's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And he covers some ground on the return as well. Out of bounds, past the 40-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Right side, complete to Nakua. with Gibbs. And the D closes quickly. He's stopped after a gain of a yard. Jalen Carter out of Georgia makes the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Toss to the right. Here comes Gibbs. And he'll get only about 3 before being ridden out of bounds. 3rd down. They need 5. We'll go play it. No chance at all. He'll go down. A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on 4th down. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. They'll try it now with Gibbs.
We could go back and forth about the play call, Mike, but what we can't argue about is the result of the play. I think that run caught them a little bit off guard. I mean, I think it caught us off guard. But that surprise is what gave them just enough space to convert.
A throw out wide. That is dropped. That could be a live football.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 5. Well, here's the chance to cap off a great half. They have it 1st and goal. On play action, here's Meggs. Now from the 9. It'll be 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, it's Meg. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of it.
That one, take it in. Puka Nacua. Touchdown, Rams.
Just a really nice job, Mike, especially just staying poised. Pressure situation, you know how important it is to steal some points before the half, but everybody's in control. Everybody understood the situation and the clock, and they're able to finish that half in style with that late touchdown.
And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more.
Pretty evident that they felt the weakness of this rush defense was on the perimeter. A simple toss play gets the back out there so fast. They secure the edge, and it just becomes